And let's get into our Elimination Chamber preview. If I can get these things to go here. Come on. Change, man. Trying to work these graphics. All right, our Elimination Chamber preview. We got 5 matches on the docket, but this time I didn't get to do it for the last didn't get to do it for the last pay-per-view, but this one we are actually going to record our picks, and we're actually going to keep a track of this, and I'm going to mark it green or red if we're correct or wrong. And we will go through this over time, and especially next week when we find out who's right or wrong. I already have my picks in there. Let's get into it. Let's get into Brian. What is your pick for Edge and Beth versus Balor and Rhea Ripley?
All right. I just want to say for once that, well, I said this last week, but I need to say it again. I really am tired of this feud. This feud's been going on for almost a full year now. with the Judgment Day and against Edge. But I actually do think, and based on the way that their segment on Raw ended with Finn Balor and Rhea on top, I actually do think that Edge and Beth win here, which then pisses Finn Balor off so much because he thought he initially got rid of Edge to force one last match at WrestleMania, and hopefully, if what I'm reading online is right, it's the return of the Demon Finn Balor for that one match. And
okay.
Finn Balor,
I wasn't expecting that swerve, bro.
Finn Balor gets
swerve. See that? I'm not thinking that.
So it's funny. I was actually going to pick Balor and Rhea just because Rhea is coming in hot after the Rumble, and I'm not sure how much they want her to lose. But it's also just Elimination Chamber, and her ticket's already punched. And plus it's in Canada, so I'm probably gonna say Edge and Beth as well.
What? I'm going against the grain here. Say it ain't so. That is interesting that the Demon could possibly come back for WrestleMania and have that big moment. He's been lying in wait. We've been waiting for the Demon to come out. Edge, we already saw with his rude gimmick and all that stuff and supernatural stuff. The Judgment Day was his creation. So to see them two guys collide wouldn't make it interesting. I don't show come on, don't lose. I don't think Rhea's gonna lose her steam by losing this match. I mean, I remember when well, I probably shouldn't compare this, but I remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin lost to Triple H at No Way Out before he faced The Rock at WrestleMania and won. So, I mean, it's not really out of the realm that could happen. Like, we've seen losers lose before getting to the WrestleMania moment. So, I'm surprised by that. I didn't think about that. That's good. Good insight. Yeah.
Rhea only loses
possibly steam. Have the Demon versus.
Yeah. Rhea only loses steam if she gets pinned.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that.
True. Yeah. She can't. Maybe she gets taken out, but yeah, that's interesting. I did not think about the Demon, and especially WrestleMania 2 nights. That can be a big money match. Add something to it. Yep, that's definitely true. Moving on to Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. I got Brock Lesnar winning this one, even though I don't want it to have him win. I could see him really just getting over in this match, and maybe I think the Hurt Business come out after and help Bobby Lashley, and maybe that establishes them, but it gives Brock Lesnar the win. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
I lose and go ahead.
No contest.
Yeah, see, I was just about to say. Go ahead.
No contest. That's my answer.
Probably still type in no. No contest. All right. No contest.
Yeah. Actually, now I'm starting to have like those second thoughts on this, because Brock Lesnar did win their last match at Saudi Arabia. He escaped, and then Lashley took him out. But so because this is a regular match, I do think I'm leaning towards Bobby Lashley because I do think now, because if you've been watching Raw the last 2 weeks, if you see in the background, you see MVP talking with Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin during like certain segments, like they're in the background and all three of them are talking to each other. So like they've been dropping Triple H has been doing that with his creative, dropping these little clues about stuff. So you probably are going to get the Hurt Business reunion. Mm-hmm. If not that, then no contest. But I don't think Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, it's working, and they got to win. Yeah, they got to win. They got to win 2 weeks ago, right? They beat Alpha Academy, right? So it's like you can see them trying to build some steam there, maybe get back
momentum and everything.
The Hurt Business should have never left us.
It was that COVID era,
The Hurt Business should have still been going. Yeah, but even when they transitioned into when fans were coming back, it was still working. Like Bobby Lashley and MVP was still kicking ass. I don't.
You probably could have easily done Hurt Business versus Bloodline like right now.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been crazy. Easy. That would have been crazy.
Very easy. Too easy.
But I would only pick Bobby too. Now thinking about it, because he's the heel, and he would like let's say he would have the Hurt Business come back, cheat, and then Brock's like, no, I'm still thinking about Bobby Lashley, and I could see that continuing, but for the sake of none of them getting, Brock, who cares if Brock loses? It's not gonna diminish.
It's not gonna hurt Brock. Yeah,
it's not gonna hurt him at all. So
nothing hurts Brock Lesnar at this point.
But I think because they've been doing this whole like tally, like, oh, I beat you, you beat me, I beat you. I feel like it's gonna be the known contest, and they're like, all right, well, let's leave the real final match for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. So you're the only one saying no contest. Me and Brian are actually going on a limb and picking someone. Cool. Let's move on to the men's Elimination Chamber. We got Austin Theory versus Seth Rollins. First, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. I'm going with Austin Theory. I think he's hot right now. I think he's got the arrogance with him. I think he's got the heel tendencies down, and I think I like his ring work. And I think they're just going to continue to push him into WrestleMania and actually carry the title into WrestleMania. I'm going with Austin Theory. I think he survives the Chamber.
All right. Yeah, I'm also going to go with Austin Theory on this one. The rumor is that he is supposed to go into WrestleMania as the United States champion. Apparently, for a U.S. title match against Cena.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rumor. If they are going to go in that direction, they could actually build a story because you don't need the U.S. title for that story because it's John Cena. But yeah, I definitely do think because of that, Austin Theory retains. And when you look at the field, I'm actually very disappointed. Mm-hmm. Johnny Gargano, was he featured on Monday Night Raw in any aspect last night, or did I fall asleep during like a segment? Because I know I dozed off before the main event, but was Johnny Gargano featured at all? I know everybody else was, but not Johnny Gargano.
I don't think he was, honestly. I
don't remember.
I don't remember now. This is exactly what I was saying last week about how he needs a good showing in this match because he ain't been around. One week he's there, next week he's not there, and because he was an NXT person, a lot of these fans haven't seen him before, so he's being introduced. So he needs to have a good showing. Mm-hmm. That's why.
Yeah. I don't know if Johnny Gargano's one of those guys. If he's only one of those guys that could only have a good showing in NXT and then coming to the main roster, his size.
He doesn't translate.
He doesn't translate. He's not like a Daniel Bryan, mm-hmm. but he could be. Maybe if it was a little stockier, mm-hmm. but I've seen his work. His work is great, but when he's working with the right people.
NXT is legendary. He's legendary.
Exactly. But I don't know. I feel like he still worked with. I mean, he worked
He
a lot
just-
with Tommaso Ciampa, and then even like Adam Cole, but I feel like there were guys more his size, so that they could work that speed. And now you got all these bigger dudes, and which I imagine he's wrestled bigger dudes, obviously, but it's just I don't know. I just don't feel like it's translating onto the main roster right now. But my pick is I don't know. I'm going out and saying Bronson Reed. I feel like he needs it.
Okay.
And only because he won that North American title and they took that shit away from him and fired him.
yeah.
That was sad.
Like 2 seconds, right? They took him. But no, he's a big, strong dude.
Was that before or during the pandemic?
And he can move.
It was during the pandemic. He won that was like his first title that he like won, and then they brought him up, and then they let him go.
Yeah, that was messed up. But I think that I've seen him work. He's a big dude that can move and actually wrestle, which is not always the case with WWE when they bring in really big.
He's definitely going off the pod though.
I don't know who's signing up for that splash. I don't know who's signing up for that splash. But there's other guys in there. I feel like
Johnny will. Yeah, Johnny.
Oh my God. Johnny, you've been getting squashed on your main event run. Now you're really going to get squashed.
If not Johnny, and like 2 other people.
Maybe Damien could take it. I think Damien could take it.
Like, who's signing up for that? No, that's crazy though. But a lot of other people in here. Damian Priest is in there. Montez Ford is in there. Johnny Gargano. Hopefully, he has a good showing. He needs it. Everyone kind of needs a rub. I feel like they can really get some, if given time.
Highlight.
This can be one of the better chamber matches. Yeah, this can be one of the better chamber matches with a lot of guys with a lot to prove. A lot of guys that can go. Hopefully, they're able to show that in the ring on Saturday. Let's move on to the women's elimination chamber where we have Asuka versus Liv Morgan versus Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya versus Carmella. I'm going with Asuka as the clear pick. Your guys' picks?
Yeah, we don't need to spend much time on this.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about
it. We've ranted about the field. I ranted about Liv Morgan last week. I mean, realistically, if they wanted to surprise people and have Raquel Rodriguez win it, then that would be a little different. But other than her, hell no on the other 4.
Nobody.
I mean, Nikki Cross could be a curveball. Nikki Cross could be a curveball.
She could be a curveball.
Nobody else.
And Lewis, you talk about Natalya. Yeah, you read about Natalya. I don't know if you watched SmackDown this past Friday, but she cut a promo in the ring.
Trash.
And the whole time, I swear, her when she talks and she's trying to cut a promo, she sounds like more of a robot than Liv Morgan is. I'm sorry. She really is. She sounds too.
I don't know if it's all the plastic surgery that's just like made her even more stiff, but like I can't, bro. Get her out of here, bro.
Nah, it's crazy because Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey came out game. No one cared. No one cared. Like everyone was kind of like,
no sympathy here.
Yeah, okay.
Shannon be trying to sound like too tough sometimes. Like her voice be sounding like too tough. Like she's really trying to force it. It's like just tone it down a bit. You're like you're doing too much.
This is the thing, they're not good. Yeah. This is the thing that we talked about. They need somebody that can talk on the mic for them. Like that's what it is. They
need the authors of pain. Yeah, they need the authors of pain treatment. Like, bro, just look tough. Don't say nothing, and that's it. That's it. Stop talking.
Crazy. Ronda Rousey, and Shayna Baszler. Yeah, pretty much. Like you get, it's okay. And I don't know why
they can take everybody out, but their talking is just ruining it.
It's like this is a point where they can put Sonya Deville in that point. She can be the person in the suit, being the badass.
She could.
I keep saying it. Just it fits like a glove. I'm telling them. WWE, please listen. Just put Sonya Deville as the mouthpiece for Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey.
And that would be three MMA people.
No one's more aggravating than yeah. So like again, like make it work, make it happen. I'm telling you.
All right, as we get over first came out, she actually looked strong too.
Who, Sonya?
Yeah, like that whole MMA look, fighter shit.
Yeah. Like we know, like Shayna Baszler looked total badass until she bit Becky Lynch in the back of her neck. we know that they've booked people that look stronger, than all of a sudden just take it away for whatever reason. And it's like it's not necessary. But yeah, man, they gotta figure that out. As we move to the main event of the night, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the undisputed title. The Usos can't get over across the border. Only Solo and Paul Heyman. only Solo can go.
Only Solo.
Go and Paul Heyman. It's going to be interesting to think out. There's so many moving parts to this. Does Cody Rhodes get involved? Does KO get involved? Do the Usos finally pay their bribe across the border to get in?
They get smuggled.
So many avenues to go with this. So many avenues to go with this one. I'm going with Roman Reigns to continue to WrestleMania.
Okay, so question: is it both of them that aren't allowed, or is it just Jimmy? Because I know it's Jimmy for sure, but is it Jay too, or is it just Jimmy?
I think it's both. Honestly, I don't know.
Let me see.
I mean, because I know for damn sure it's Jimmy. Jimmy got a DUI, so
a couple DUIs.
Yeah, I said I know for damn sure Jimmy, but I don't know if Jay for sure. But either way, yeah, based upon how the story is going, and based upon the WrestleMania next month, the big marquee match, I think we all agree that Roman Reigns is going to go over. But the story, like we've been saying for the past couple of weeks, this story is so good that that the matches come second, because all you care about is the story. So we know Roman's going to win. We're just interested in how he's going to win and whether or not this is going to lead to Sami Zayn being added in triple threat, or maybe Sami Zayn branching off and going after the Usos. We don't know if Jay is allowed into Canada. We don't know how he might impact. Yeah, people know who's going to.
I got confirmation. Jay is allowed. Jimmy is not.
Okay. All right. See, I figured that. See, I knew
Jay is allowed. Jimmy is not. Jimmy was the one that got in trouble with the cops. It was belligerent. Twice.
Yeah. So like I said, so we all know who's going to win. We just waiting. Yeah, Roman. Like I said, we all know who's going to win. We just want to see how.
I was gonna be optimistic and say Sammy, but I guess another, like Brian says too, it's like the story. Yes, we would fucking love to see Sammy win, but that reign is not gonna end at Elimination Chamber. Like, it's just too big for it to end there. And I feel like it's also I don't know what the statistics are, but for some reason I feel like when people are in their hometowns, they always fucking lose. Always. You never get that hometown
Sasha Banks.
Dude, what the hell in the Cell?
Anytime Sasha Banks was in Boston.
Bro, I saw that one.
That's how you build a hill.
I went to that Hell in the Cell one. Yeah, she lost that one. I was so mad.
Oh yeah, that was in Boston.
I went to that shit. I went to that pay-per-view.
Oh, I was like, what are y'all doing?
So yeah, I'll probably say Roman too.
Shit, I'll probably leave too. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna go with Dusty finish.
My
Nah.
In Canada,
my
like,
gut
can
is
you
saying
imagine
Sammy,
that?
but my brain's like, you know that's not gonna happen.
All I keep thinking about is that they somehow include like a Dusty finish, like where Sammy wins it, and then a ref comes out and says he wasn't the legal ref, or he wasn't his shoulder was up, or whatever the case may be, and they give it back to Roman. Can you imagine that shit?
If they go in that direction, it's going.
They got to do
to
something. Like the Dusty finish is there waiting. You can't do that, man.
in that direction.
Yeah. Or Roman just
I
gets
feel like
DQ'd.
that. I feel like that is the only direction. Like either
Or
that or
Roman
have
just
them
gets
take
DQ'd too.
no contest. Are you?
No, not
Do
no
you want to
contest.
change
Well,
your pick to no contest?
no. Hey, that could work too. Like Roman gets so pissed, he says screw it and like just beats the hell out of him and just gets DQ'd. Like that could like easily further it.
It's possible
in some type of way. So,
or he just calls the bloodline in to like help him.
The one bloodline member.
That's what I'm thinking. Like he could just. No. Jay has special permission. He can enter Canada.
Yeah.
He just can't drink. Jimmy is barred. Jimmy is barred. Which is crazy. That is crazy to me. But yeah, I picked Roman. Only unanimous picks are Roman and Asuka for. Me and Brian are going Austin Theory in the Elimination Chamber. Lewis is going Bronson Reed. We got a split there with Brian going Bobby Lashley, Lewis going no contest, and I'm going Brock Lesnar. In the swerve of the picks here, make that match interesting in the storyline. Hold Brian and Lewis pick Edge and Beth. Potentially the Demon comes out at WrestleMania, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't think of that. The only thing that's saving that is the Demon, right? Potentially,
the Brood versus the Demon
match. But no, we got our picks for elimination. Like we need something. We need something of the Demon. We need something of the Demon. He's been wasted, especially in the Bray Wyatt feud. A couple other feuds where he actually lost, and it's like this guy. That's supposed to be like invincible, and he's losing. So it's going to be interesting, and to see him go back to the Demon would be awesome. Definitely a change up from this.
The last time we saw him was the worst booking decision ever, or one of the worst booking decisions ever. He's on the top rope, and the rope randomly breaks. He falls off.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he gets speared, and then that's it. And then there's no follow-up. It's never spoken of again. And it's stupid.
Was that against Roman?
That was against Roman, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he faced Roman. Oh, yeah, he did.
Extreme Rules. They built that whole pay-per-view around that match.
Oh, my God. I was mad. I was so mad. I remember that now. Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, did that just happen? Everyone's like, yo, what happened? Like, oh my
dude
God.
randomly comes back to life, gets on the top rope, and the rope just breaks, and then he gets speared, and that's it.
I'm like, yo, what? Are you kidding me? No, that was wild. WWE has done some shit, man.
And then they act like it never happened. They never speak of it again.
Like, why am I paying this $10 a month? Why am I? We never spoke of it. Like we never heard it. Like he never got his rematch. He never got pissed
about what happened.
Like, the rope broke.
Yeah.
And that happens all the time. Like it was Big Show on the top rope or something. Like it was
that one time. That shit was crazy. The thing that pissed me off.
There we go. Because Finn Balor is like what 190.
Maybe they figured out a screw.
Like that shit was just crazy. Like that's crazy. That's got me baffled right now to remember that shit. Man.
Yeah, so if they are thinking about bringing
we got our picks for Elimination Chamber.
He's gotta redeem himself.
Yeah. Because that pirate look is not working.
I mean, it's not. It's not Finn Balor from Bullet Club. It's not him from NXT.
No.
It's like it's weird. He's
Hey,
wearing
maybe Jay
sneakers,
White comes
he's wearing
in.
Jordans. I'm like, oh yeah, Jay White.
Nah,
That'd be interesting.
he's going. I think he's going to AEW. That's where all his friends are. All his boys are there. So I think he's just going to
probably.
AEW. And he all and the fans have already been introduced to him over there too. So he might as well just go there.
Hey, you never know. They could offer him big money.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Like, I don't know if WWE sees him like that. But who knows, man? Who knows? We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our picks for Elimination Chamber. We got one more show, SmackDown, this Friday to see how that leads into the storyline with the Bloodline, Elimination Chamber storylines. Hopefully, somebody gets taken out in the women's Elimination Chamber, and we'll see how that goes heading into Saturday. Thank you guys. It's kind of bad. Hey, we want these women taken out. If you guys can just take these two women out here. It'll make your match so much
pieces
better.
real quick.
Yeah. Please. Oh,
Daniel, you got paid for the week. Natalia, you get paid for the week. You guys good.
Take the night off. Take the night off.
Yeah, Daniel.
You don't need the PLE.
Well, what if we initially predicted? What if we initially predicted happens and Ronda Rousey comes out and like takes out Natalia and then jumps into the chamber and then wins it?
At that point, I'm fine with that. The reason why I'm fine with that is because it's like we do not need Natalia in there, man. We wrestling. We need some good wrestling. That's all I need. Natalia's not it. Natalia's not it.
No.
I just said Lacey Evans with her Sergeant's Slaughter. I would much over Natalia right now. Like, yeah, man.
Get Shotzi in there at least. Like, get Carmella out of there. Like, you got chains. Come on now.
Yeah. There's so much missed opportunity. Like, I thought Piper Niven should have been in there.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought Piper Niven should have been in there. Leechin, Ian should have been in there. Anybody could have been in there.
Make a new star.
Let's go with Carmella. She's
new star, bro. Trash.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yeah, that's the disappointing. But hopefully it gets what happens this Saturday. Elimination Chamber, SmackDown on Friday. And until next week, and we'll get the fallout of the Elimination Chamber, Raw, and then we're really on the road to WrestleMania. Thank you guys for joining me. Until next time.
Yep, until next time.
Peace.
Sweet.